Well, hello. Welcome, fam. What is happening? Welcome to another edition of DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. Hashtag New Media. Nation United. What's happening today, family? Welcome. How you guys doing today? Coach Joe is here, bringing you another stream. Today we're doing another stream here. Basically, going to look at the Hornets at the halfway mark. Look at Melo at the halfway mark. Look at the team at the halfway mark. And let's just take a look. Take a look, and we're gonna see, what it is. Where we think they are. We're gonna take an objective look, as much as we can, and we made him take a little some subjective looks as well, because that's what we do here on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. We let everybody have a voice. Everybody in the family has a voice. Everybody gets an opportunity to see what is happening, give their views of what is happening. And so that's what we love about new media here. As I look into the room, I just say hello, Michael Robinson. What's happening, prime time? What's going on, Nicole Powers? I see you. Gamer. All right, there he is. What, Queen Royalty? I see you. What's happening there, Queen? Mark, I see you there, Mark. Kier, what is it? Mark Keith? Kier, yes. ATL is in the building. What's ATL? Getting ready for that, Mark? Getting ready for that All-Star game, huh, Mark? Absolutely. I know you are. DJ Legend CJ saying, "What's up, Coach? What's happening?" Joseph Abrams says, "What's up? What's good, Coach? What's happening with you as well?" TL, what's up? What's happening? Derek Max said, "What's up, fam?" Everybody said it was happening wrong. Here's Money Loyal Environment coming in. What's happening? Hashtag new media. I see that hashtag Mellowholics. We are in the room. Yes, we are. I just have a quick question here. I just want to know how many were in the room last night for the show me and DJ did last night. That show was straight fire, and man, we had so much feedback on that. And so we're gonna do that tonight. We're gonna ask questions of Coach and see what's happening. I'm gonna try to answer as many of them as I can. We just wanted to come together here for a little bit to just, plant our flag as new media and say what we think about this Hornets team. All right. So we're gonna start with Riley Dip said, "I was there." Anything anybody want to share? Want to shout out D Fitz? Shout out to you there. I see you there, D Fitz. Don't forget we're gonna be you guys can asking questions as well. 1000K says 1,000 times up on new media. Yes, indeed. DJ Legend says, CJ, the cookout was great. Riley Dip said, I was there. Deacon Max said, good show. So yeah, so we're gonna look at that at the season right now and where they stand. They're at 18, 17, I think, and 18 right now, or 17 to 7. Yeah, 17 and 18. Yeah, I think that's where they are. They're number one at the top of their division. I think they're 5 or 6 in the Eastern Conference. So if the playoffs were to begin today, they'd be in the playoffs. Okay. So last year they didn't make the playoffs. So at this point, we're going to acknowledge and say to the Hornets that yes, we're gonna give them credit today. We're gonna acknowledge them. We're not gonna give them anything. We're gonna acknowledge that they are doing better this year than they did last year. I see you, Gamer. I'm gonna go into your post in a second. What's up, Gunner Ball? I see you. Case in point, what's happening? New media in the house. The legend CJ Coach. Did you hear? They're interested in getting Vujicic from the Magic. Yes, we heard all those things. We're gonna talk about those things. Um, who are we going to talk about in the first? Let's leave the best for last, okay, as we evaluate and look at where they are, okay? Let's start with the ownership. Okay, let's start with Michael Jordan and his ownership, okay? They brought in LaMelo and Gordon Hayward. And so objectively, what we going to say, what kind of grade we going to give them, okay? Since they're doing better, they're in the playoff run now. Those acquisitions they made clearly means that those were good moves. With the frustration that we had with some of them, those overall, we have to say those were good moves, because those moves have led to this team being in new water, and the water they haven't been in a while. Okay, so even though picking Melo was an oops pick, and we know it was an oops pick because we know they wanted James Wiseman, because they did pick Melo and he dropped into their lap, and Michael Jordan and Mitch Kupchak and JB and them all stayed the company line, and they all stated that Melo had to prove itself, and they never said Gordon had to prove himself, but Melo has to prove himself. Never said Gordon has to stay healthy. Melo has to prove himself in order to be given any type of credit, any type of uh, 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 benefit of the doubt, any type of love. So Melo has done that. I guess because he has been starting. We know again that this was all Melo's doing in the universe because of injuries, right? Melo didn't get anybody hurt. The coach might have led to Devontae's injury through playing him so many minutes, but we're gonna say, we're gonna say maybe not. We'll get to Devontae. We're gonna talk about that. Shout out to Joshua Cage with the 4.99 super chat to grow the nation. New hashtag new media. He said C plus coach. So I'm thinking that, and I see some other ones. Let me see. Let's look and see what we got here. We got some A's. Gamer said A minus. Ooh, grade on a curve. DJ Legend says B plus. Unique View says an A. Joshua said obviously a C plus. D Fit says C minus. So I think we're gonna give the organization. I think we'll give them a B minus. I think from coach they're gonna get a B minus, and I think that's because we're gonna agree with Michael Jordan that they are playing at beyond what was expected of them. We gonna use Jordan's words, right? We gonna say they came out of nowhere, kind of, and they exceeded beyond their expectations, clearly beyond the expectations of the people around the NBA. Okay, people around the NBA didn't pick them to be in first place at the halfway point in the season in their division. So I think a B minus is pretty good, because it's C is average. I always told my kids that they got C's in class. That means that they were cows, because that's just average. You get a C, you just moving along with the rest of them. So we're not gonna give them moving along with the rest of them. We're gonna say that they were exceeding the average. They're above the average right now. Okay, so we give them a B plus. I mean a B minus. Okay, so Music Knowledge said a D. Woo! Now that's what I call grading from a different place right there, boy. Noel Francis says sending players up for Melo to remain mentally tough and to always be himself, the golden child, on that hardwood. Peace and blessings, Coach Joe and DJ. Always bring the ether. That's right. Let me, gamer. I'm gonna go back and look at some of your stuff that you sent about Melo when we get on Melo. Okay, just so you know. All right. The next person, let's go with their first acquisition. Gordon Hayward. Okay, so Gordon came over for, as we all know, 140 million, $20 million contract, 4 years. Gordon is averaging 34 minutes this so far, 21 points a game, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1.3 steals. So what do we give? What do we give Gordon? I think the fact that Gordon hasn't been healthy, hasn't played all the games, he's kind of doing that same thing of being hurt. I see you 704 bound Charlotte. We gonna give him a C plus. I think Gordon gets a C plus. See, I think he's been a little bit better than Cal and average, based on the kind of work that he has put in the past. See, so we'll say he's a C plus. We'll give Gordon a C plus. Okay. The next one person we're gonna look at, we're gonna go with Unique View. How you doing? I said, hello, coach. How you doing? Joshua K said Gordon Hayward was another C plus. Chemistry with Rozier B plus. Okay, yeah, we kind of there. The next one we're gonna look at is Rozier, Terry Rozier, averaging 33 minutes, starting from the beginning of the season as well, averaging 20 points a game, 20.5, 4 assists and 5.4 rebounds. I'm sorry, no. 3.2 assists, 4 rebounds. Okay, 20 points a game. So Rozier is having a pretty good year. He's had some 40-point games. He's had some 30-point games. Disappeared a few games as well. But Terry has been, I would say Terry's been pretty consistent. Okay, with his play, pretty even. So we'll give Terry. Let's see. I see some people saying he gets an A, B plus, A plus. See, an A to me means you playing as well as you can play. Do we think Terry has been playing as well as he can play, that he can't play any better than that, you guys think? See, I think that he maybe can play a little bit better than that. So I think I might have to give him a B plus. Joseph Abrams says a B plus too. So I think I might want to give him a B plus. A might be a little bit too high. Elijah said A plus. DA Legend said A. Joshua K said Rozier's a B plus. He has intangibles. So yeah, we'll give him a B plus. I think a B plus is a good grade for Terry. Jamwell says he gets a B plus as well. Charlotte, 704 bound Charlotte, he says a B. So we all kind of in the same neighborhood with Terry. He gets a B, and that's pretty good for Terry. We get Terry a B. The next person we want to check off here is PJ, because PJ's starting as well. Okay, so PJ averaging 12.5 points a game, averaging about 30 minutes a game, three assists, 6.3 rebounds. A lot of people that I've been reading is saying Washington PJ is having a better year this year. Okay, I'm going to go first to 704 Charlotte, bound Charlotte. You came in with a C plus, a C minus for Washington. To me, that says he's been he's been average, a little bit below, not as consistent as we like to see PJB. So C minus, C plus. I don't think anybody's saying he's playing above himself right now. I think a lot of you feel like some Gamer said B plus. So maybe that Gamer, you think maybe he's playing a little better than he has been. I'm gonna split hairs here and say maybe a C plus. Maybe I think PJ's a C plus. I think his rebounding is putting him a second right behind Hayward. Um, Puts him in the mix. 12.5, I'll give him a bump and say 13 points a game. So we will say a C plus, and that PJ has more room. That 42 points a game is kind of swaying me, but then he came back and laid an egg on the last one. I mean, he laid an egg. I mean, he just, that pedestrian was not very good, that performance. His consistency, yeah, he hasn't really been consistent. Terry, we gave Terry two because I meant to mention that Terry's shooting about almost 50% from the field so far too. So we got to give Terry that solid B. Yeah, solid B plus for Terry. That sounds good. Solid B plus for Terry. Now let's go to Lurch. Cody Zeller, because Cody started as well. Cody hasn't played a lot. He's been injured. So we certainly going to factor that in. He's averaging 23 minutes a game, 9 points, 2 assists, and 7.5 rebounds. Do we believe Cody is average right now or a little bit above himself? I mean, I think Cody's been playing when he's been available. So that availability has to go in there too. So that's why he's in that that Kyle territory, just average. He might be there. I'm seeing a whole lot of y'all saying he's average. C pluses. I'm seeing C pluses, C minuses, a few B's. Somebody put Trent Tompkins said a D plus. Woo, Trent, you hard. Grading on a curve. Ooh. Joey Ramos says Butterfingers. Yeah, but he was Butterfingers last year, so we're not gonna say that he was we ain't gonna give him too much off of that because he's kind of the same. He always been kind of Butterfingers. So we'll say C. We'll give Cody a C plus. How about that? I think I can give Cody a C plus. I can't give him a B. C, but I can't give him a C, a B plus on that. So I'm gonna give him a C plus, saying that he can do better if he stays healthy in the second half. If he's a little bit more consistent in his play and even in his play, he might get up to a B there. But we're gonna say a C plus. We'll give Zodi a C plus, I think. The next one on the list is Bridges. We're gonna go with Miles. I told you we're going with Melo last, guys. We're going with Miles Bridges. Miles averaging 26.8 points this year, averaging 10 points, 2 assists, and about 6 rebounds. So because of Airbnb and Miles is having his best year statistically, he's come up. A lot of it has to do with obviously Melo's play and Melo assisting on a lot of his plays. He's shooting the ball pretty well. Bridges is better, I think. So we think Bridges can play better. We think Bridges has played pretty well, right, Room? We think Bridges played pretty well. Better than his average. So I'm thinking that Bridges, because of Airbnb too, we're gonna give Bridges a B plus. I think B plus will be a good one for Bridges. Let me see. Vontae said a B plus. Excuse me with the sneezing. I think Charlotte 704 Charlotte Brown said B plus. Vontae said B. TJ Jumper said B plus easy. Okay. D Fit said Miles been solid, got a B. Yeah, so I'll say Miles is a B2. Rap God Reloaded said Miles is a B2. He gives him a B. AJ Anderson said he's shooting well, but his turnovers. Yeah, well, he is shooting well, and yes, we do recognize his turnovers, but he don't frustrate us the way Gordon trying to be a point forward does. So we won't grade him that harshly. So we gonna go to B plus. Tay Baby. Okay, how about Devontae Graham? He's our next one we're gonna look at. Devontae Graham. Woo! Devontae's averaging 32.8 points a game. 32.8 minutes a game, averaging 13.7. So we'll say 14 points. We'll grade up. We'll give everybody the grade up at 5.0. 5.7 assists. We'll say 6.0. We'll say he's averaging 3 rebounds and 1.1 assists. So has been injured. He came out the beginning of the year shooting really, really bad. I see a lot of folks saying C's and D's. Wow. AJ Anderson said Devontae's a solid C. LOL Bag said a D minus. AJ Anderson said he's a solid C. Rap God said he's a D plus. Joey said he's an F minus. Woo! Much knowledge. Music knowledge gave him an F too. Wait a minute, who else gave him an F? King Real Pain gave him an F. Wow. Ishmael Ali gave him an F. Joey Ramos gave him an F. Guys, you know, when you get an F, that means you ain't fucking did nothing. Okay, that's I just had to say it. You ain't did nothing. Okay, so fam, has Gordon done nothing? F minus. Okay, I'm hard on him and we hard on him, guys, but an F. I can't give him an F because he participated and he did raise his shooting a little bit when he got out of that slump. You know, but we vacillate with Devontae, don't we? Because what are we gonna give him for being a teacher's pet? What do we give him for that? You know, I mean, you know, that might take a little bit off. So he's all over the place, ain't he? Ain't he all over the place? He's not playing as well as last year. And we have to admit, too, that Devontae's gotten a lot of minutes before he got hurt. He was, I mean, let me look at these minutes. 33 minutes. That's at the top. And what has he done with these minutes? Has he turned him into his most productive self? No, he is not. He's not. He hasn't been his most productive self. So he can't get an A at all. He can't get an A at all. Zero, nada, zero, no A's. Okay. He participated and he played and he contributed, so we can't give him an F, guys. He didn't sit in the classroom watching his iPad and not paying attention at all. So we can't give him an F, guys. He didn't sit in the classroom watching his iPad, not paying attention at all. So we can't give him an F, guys. So I think DJ just stepped in the room. Is that you, DJ? Did the president just step in the room? Did I just see you step in the room, President? So
no, it's J and J video, babe.
Oh, that's J and J. I didn't see you. How are you doing, my sister? Welcome into the neighborhood again. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing? You were on fire last night, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. We had to bring the noise.
Coach lost it last night, didn't he, y'all?
Yeah, we had to bring the noise. And see, I had to bring receipts. See, I had to bring receipts because, you know, when all that idolatry comes in, we got to bring receipts. So we're doing the grading here, JJ. We already have graded out Hayward, Rozier, Bridges, Monk, Washington, and Zeller. We're on Graham right now. And so we got a lot of F's for Graham in the house. They just giving Tay Baby. They giving him a lot of, no love. So I told it. I let the family know. I said I can't give him an F because he participated. He just sit in the class and didn't do nothing.
Hey, new media fam. That's rude. I gotta say hi to everybody, Coach, real quick.
Yes.
Thanks again to DJ for letting me come on. And thanks for Coach for having me on here. And hashtag new media gang. Let's smash those like buttons.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, JJ. AJ Anderson said, Coach, how we grading him? However y'all feel, AJ, what you see, you rate, you want to add analytics to it and what you see as well and what you feel. Okay, if you want to just go with analytics and what you saw and not what you feel, I mean, whatever matrix y'all want to use, because all of you guys, y'all views are just as good as ours. I mean, we doing this as a family. We grading them as a family. We've been watching them as a family. We've been we've been over dealing with and persevering through some real bad basketball. Okay, as a family, we've been high, we've been down as a so we all you guys tell me what y'all think. You know what I mean? Well, how y'all feel, and we gonna talk about how I feel as well.
Shout out to
So,
Mr. Jones. Hashtag new media, baby. I see you.
all right, then, Mr. Jones, I see you too as well. So, I got to tell you, I think that Graham is playing not as well as last year, and I think 704 Bound Charlotte says that. So I always say something about you give him an F for being a teacher's coach, an F for being a teacher's pet. It means nothing to me. Yes, oh yeah, I hear you. But I think Tay has
Tay
to get,
baby.
yeah, Tay baby. I think we got to give Tay a C minus. I'm gonna give him a C minus. I'm gonna say, JJ. I said I reminded the room that C to me is a cow grade. That's average. That's like if you look out at the past, you see all the cows. You don't see none of them that look, that distinguish themselves. They all just chewing grass. You know what I mean? And until you inspect them closer, you won't know the difference between any of them.
I
So,
know
so that's
that's
just
right.
yeah. So that's just just a C. So we gonna. I think Devontae gets a C minus
What's up
because
to you too, Yvonne T?
yeah, he's been hurt. You know what I mean? He's been hurt,
Yeah.
and he's been a teacher's pet, and he hasn't gotten off the reservation at all. He's still on the reservation, so we won't give him no love for that. So I think I'm gonna give him a C minus. He
C
gets a C minus.
minus.
Yeah, I'm looking through the fam here and see if anybody put anything here. Let me see. LOL bag said.
Ahmad said a D.
I did. Yeah, yeah. Hey, we first came out with him, many people gave him an F. A lot of people just gave him an F. Okay, just straight. He just ain't fucking did nothing. Okay, that's what F is. You just sat in the room and didn't do nothing. Okay, yeah, play cards with yourself, watch your iPad, uh, spit balls out at other kids. You just didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? You've been in detention half the year too, so that kind of thing. So I don't think Devontae's been that. Although, oh my stars, I just had a flashback. I
What?
saw him sitting in that timeout, sitting in JB's seat that day in that one game. Oh man, I might be trending toward a D, a dumbass. Wait a minute. Oh, because that's what a D is. If you get a D family, you just a dumbass. Okay, that means you just wasted the space. Okay, you just a dummy. You just didn't do nothing. Okay, so
Nothing.
nut. So I don't think he might be trending toward a D now, family, for sitting in that chair. I'm taking offense to that right now. I'm really feeling them. I'm really in my feelings right now about that.
You sound like it.
But I think I'll just give. I think I'll go over my feelings and I'll just say he gets a C minus. Tay Baby gets a C minus. The other guys, I got to say this, family. I see a few people put in the Twins and what you giving the Twins. What we giving McDaniels. I'm not gonna grade McDaniels. He hasn't played enough to me.
Right.
And Richards and all them. So for showing up, I'll just give him an incomplete.
Real since day one is saying I'm seriously wondering how Tay coming back to the team is going to affect it since they've actually been doing better without him. What you think, Coach?
Say that again, JJ. I'm sorry.
Real since day one, down there in the chat says he's seriously wondering, or they're seriously wondering how the team is going to be affected by Tay coming back because they, quite frankly, have been doing better without him.
Okay, no, those are facts. That's absolutely true. We can't get off the truth, and we're gonna talk about that, fam. I'm not ready yet because that's gonna go into JB's grade. We got to grade JB.
Thank you, DJ, for the link up top too. I really appreciate that, brother. for the link up top that he's got for J&J video. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Anybody that goes over there and subscribe, I really appreciate it because the content I'm making is for you all.
Facts. Let's make sure we go check out J&J video and support our sister from #NewMedia. Let's get back to what I was saying about the twins. Okay.
Excuse me.
I am going to accept anybody's grade for the twins. I am not going to grade them. And the reason I'm not going to grade them is because I can in no way be objective of the twins. Full disclosure. I have no objectivity when it comes to them. Any grade that I give them will be absolutely not thought out in any way, in a fair way.
I got a grade for him. I give him a D.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I give him a D for double mint.
Okay, you give him a D. Let me look.
Did you hit for double mint?
Because
that's as good. That's about as good as twins as they are. Okay.
Yes,
double mint twins.
Yes. I mean, because I know that they play hard. I know when they come in, they do play hard. Okay, so and we know that one plays more than the other. As Mr. Jones says, Cody Martin plays more, has hustle. Caleb the other one. So they have done things, but I'm just too much in my feelings about them guys. I'm sorry, I can't get him a grade right now. I can't get him a grade. They gonna get an incomplete for me because the coach is just in his feelings. So I'm just gonna get him a C. Incomplete. Okay, because they've really pushed me in ways watching them that I can't be objective. Okay, 704 Bound Charlotte says he gives them both a D.
A D as well, right?
Okay, so you know what? I'll accept 704 because he's from Charlotte and he did an amazing job on last night's show when he came in the neighborhood too. Another shout out to 704 Byron Charlotte. Brother, you knocked it out the park. So I'm going to go with your D for dumbasses because I ain't going to make an argument for him. There it is. We got two more people to grade here. LaMelo and JB. Okay, Lil JB.
Wow, Joey Ramos gave Melo the valedictorian.
Okay, we ain't on Melo yet. So we'll hold on. We ain't on Melo yet. We're gonna go to JB right now. Because I said earlier we gonna leave it Melo to last, the best for last. So JB, Lil JB, Mr. Program, Mr. Prevaricator, Mr. Come into the chat room and tell flat out damn lies. Woo! Oh, see, I knew somebody was gonna turn me up. God dog it, and it had to be JB. Just thinking about him right now and some of the stuff he didn't say. It just, woo! I'm just getting my blood boiling right now. Okay.
What pisses me off is what he doesn't say.
Okay, let me. Yes, JJ, absolutely right. Let me start out by saying some of the things I will give him credit for. Okay, I will give him credit because Melo said that Melo pays attention to the scouting reports. Okay, so since Melo said he pays attention to the scouting reports, and he said it halfway convincingly on Chamonix's that girl's video that I saw with her, that I will say, I will give him credit for that. Okay, so that's one credit. Okay, ooh, that was hard to give. I will also give him credit for being a broken clock the times that he was broken and right. Okay, the times that he put Melo in the game and increased his minutes when Devontae got hurt and when the injuries and stuff prevented him, he did, as reluctantly as possible, he did put Melo in the game. And he did say some nice things about his passing. Okay, so those are the good things. Now, the bad things is that I see we have to stay. His lying, his prevaricating, his not knowing how to manage the minutes down the stretch, how he doesn't know how to substitute well. He doesn't understand substitution. It doesn't appear. All of his pitting the players against each other. See, like we've seen him do. Before the players had to jump off the reservation and start speaking out Monk and Rozier on their own and Miles on their own. See, had to go away from him. That LaMelo had to come out and make a statement and say, "I'm against what you did to me, having me come off the bench, not starting me." Okay, acting like you didn't see what you saw. That you didn't see what you saw in practice, for lying and saying that the rest of the team on video, it took them into the preseason to recognize who Melo was when Miles and Terry and Monk, okay, and PJ said the first practice they knew that they had somebody special. See, so he did all that lying. Oh my God. Oh, so. But he did. I have to give him credit for they're in first place in their division. See, family. This is what happens when you in an abusive relationship. When you feel like you've been in an abusive relationship, you can't really speak about it with clear eyes. You back and forth. You go back and forth. You vacillate. Well, I did do this. Well, but he didn't do that. This is what happens when you're in an abusive relationship. And you don't know how to get out. You don't know how to look at it. You don't know how to really engage it. See.
Been there, done that, got out.
Okay, so you understand where I'm coming from, right? JJ?
Most definitely.
Am I describing that accurately, JJ?
You don't know how to get out, you're saying?
Are you what I'm describing about being in that kind of relationship? It leaves you without stable feet. You don't really know. You can't judge it. You this way and you that way. You up. It's just
initially, yeah. Initially, yeah. For me, I'm just speaking from personal experience. But initially, it was okay. I've committed to this, and this is where I saw my life going. And now all of a sudden this monster comes out of this person who I thought I loved. And what am I going to do now? You know what I mean? Because there are other factors involved, other people. And, you got to think about that as well. Who else is being affected by you leaving, not just the two people in the relationship. But there comes a time when you have to look at what is in your heart and what you need to do, which is why we kind of had the discussion about Melo leaving the organization altogether at the end of 4 years. Whether it happens or not remains to be seen. But it seems like that's what's happening with him. Like he just got in it, so he's committed. He's got this contract. He's a rookie. He can't really go anywhere. And there's not a goddamn thing he can really do about it but just take the shit. And we all have to watch it and take it with him. And okay. It sucks, but I do believe eventually he will walk if it continues, just like I did.
But JJ, but you got to help us a little bit more, my sister, because it don't rain all the time in those abusive relationships. Sometimes the sun shines. And what about those days? Do we not say the sun shine? Like the day Melo scored his first triple-double and set the record.
Okay, but he could have scored that no matter where he was.
I understand, but when you had ice cream that day with your partner, and y'all and the sun was shining, and you had a great day, and you walked on the beach, do I not acknowledge that happened?
You have to acknowledge it, but you are wearing rose-colored glasses right there, my brother, because if it goes back to being bad, then it's bad. I don't care if you have good days. If those bad days keep creeping up, that's something you can't be blinded by.
But do you ignore them when you
enjoy them. When you're in the moment, JJ, you enjoy it.
Wait a minute, JJ, hold on. Do you ignore what I'm saying when you evaluating? When
Evaluating
you
what?
evaluating, do you ignore those things? How much weight does those things give? Because Melo is still is in the hands of this dude. We got Melo in the hands of this dude,
Okay, yeah, and Melo's
right?
making the best of it
Mm-hmm.
because Melo doesn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
He's making the best of it. So when he gets out on the floor, he's doing what he can. But at the same time, look what's happening. Is he being rewarded? No, because as soon as Gordon came back, what the fuck happened? He got sent right back to the bench. So you're telling me he's not ignoring the good things. He's taking advantage of them, but you can't ignore what is blatantly happening either. That's overshadowing the good stuff. It's
Okay.
overshadowing it. He's going
Okay.
out there busting his ass, and it didn't amount to a hill of beans when Gordon Hayward came back because on the bench his ass went.
Okay. So see, family, this is important for us to listen. We talking about JB here. Okay. You guys got to. This is important because this is not just about JB. This is about life. Okay.
Right.
This is about when we're in relationship with folk, whatever the relationship is.
I had
And
sunny days in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? My first marriage, but
facts.
that didn't mean that everything was sunshine and roses all the way around. And ultimately, the those sunshiny days are what kept me there as long as they did. To your point, I did not ignore them, and I used them to help me stay where I was. But there came a time when them sunshiny days, the clouds came over and they just stayed there,
Okay.
and I wasn't blinded by the sunshine any longer. It was like, okay, I got to step away.
So you're saying sunny days, everybody has them. Is
Tell
that
me,
what we're
baby,
saying?
let me stand the rain.
Yes. So that's what we're saying. We're saying that can you stand the
No,
rain?
no, 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 no. I can't.
Time. I mean, what are we saying here? So. See, this is why I'm all over the place, and people are saying, family in the chat is all mixed up. See, look what y'all doing. We brought JB up, and look how y'all in the room. Y'all just want to get off. Y'all don't want to talk about it at all. Let's get in there. Let's move on. Well, we can't do that. This is the head of the family. Okay, this is the guy here that is in charge of making it happen for our boy until he is not. Okay, this is important.
704 Charlotte's with me. More bad days than good. That's right. Can we grade
Okay.
Mellow already? Yeah, no, we
Yes.
gotta stay on asshole real quick.
Okay. We on JB. So those that JB's the principal. That's exactly right. Joy Ramos, and those of us that went to school know the principal matters in all things
Mm-hmm.
as it relates to the school and how the school unfolds and everybody in it. So we have to deal with this, and I'm thinking that we have to deal with this in the room in a very healthy way, because now we're not after a game. This isn't after a game. We have an opportunity to look at this and to be objective or subjective, whichever one you want. Okay, I hope objective, so that we can see clearly and have a very substantive conversation, and at the same time grow and learn. Okay, so for me, all of the things that you guys just said, and I have just said, and you guys have said as well, I have to say I'm going to give JB a D plus.
I give him a D plus too. I think he's a D. I wouldn't give him an F because he is putting Mello in. He is realizing that, hey, I have a special talent here, and I've gotta have him out on the floor way more often than he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
So so so
I
so
wouldn't
so
go
I'm gonna
higher
give
than
him
that.
so I'm gonna give him a D for all of the wrongness of him trying to trick us and trying to get us to believe that something is going on that's not going on. See, that's why we spoke earlier about many in the room feel the exact same way. Somebody in the room, tell me, family in the room, Which one of y'all can tell me y'all know for a fact what Borrego's going to do after the All-Star break if Devontae is healthy?
We couldn't hear you that much, Coach, because your mic just went out, babe.
Okay. DJ, you in the room? How about now? Let's give it a second.
Vegan Knowledge said Melo decided on his own to go back to school, so he has a strong mind to make decisions. But he knows what's up. I truly believe that he's new in the NBA and he's using the team to build his name. That's a good point.
Can you guys hear me? Is it still not?
It's still out, honey.
Okay. DJ, let me back.
Joy Ramos. I already did an A. JB is the principal. Just great, JB. Melo just has to run as always. As soon as he can. I completely agree, Jamwell. Coach Carter, Coach JB, a substitute teacher. I remember that. I think Rev and DJ said that once too. Taufik Sika, Ahmad. Check 2K, you'll see JB rating in 2K. Have him a D-. That's the rating he deserves. That's right. I was being nice. I wanted to give him an F, but I'm giving him a D only because he let Melo play. Finally. Ahmad giving him a D. Gamer game. JB talk different. One day he talk about Melo, and one day he's focused on getting the W. I give him a D. Right. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Half the time he don't even mention Melo. And Melo was the main person that helped win the game. Ahmad, I see his rating. He deserves it. I'm back in the house. Can you hear me, JJ? Yep. Okay, great. Thank you, JJ, so much. I see Adam Hearn said he gave him a C+. Okay, C+. Coach Carter, Melo put himself in because he can't be benched. Tay Baby. Coach Carter says Melo put himself in a position where he can't be benched. Tay Baby gonna have to be like Lou Will. Well, I like that you say that, but I haven't heard anything from this organization and from this dude that right there is going to happen. Vegan Knowledge says, I think JB is being told what to do from higher ups too. Well, absolutely, Vegan Knowledge, you're right. The cool thing is I think a lot of rookies barely played their first year and came in to showcase due to another player being out. Thank you, Vegan Knowledge. Appreciate that. Yeah, that has played out quite a bit in the NBA. You're absolutely right. 7-0 Bound says JB is a D overall, and I don't see it improving. Okay. Hey, DJ. Teo Feek said Rap God reloaded. No, I said he probably would send Melo to the bench. See, that's the issue. None of us have any confidence. None of us have any confidence, and that's directly a response to how JB has handled this situation.
Coach Jones.
Look what he just did.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Hey, DJ, how you doing?
Yeah, I want to say something. I saw some people in the comments talking about stick to the topic and all that stuff. We're new media. We're not like ESPN and any Shine networks. So we're not going to just quote unquote stick to sports. Everything has an analogy, and I just set the record straight because I definitely don't want that going around on this channel. We can't say what we want to say.
What happened?
I just read some comments on there saying when y'all was talking about, you had an analogy, right? About relationships, and people like stick to sports. What about Melo? At the end of the day, we can't try to be like old media, and that's coming from the subs too. We can't be like old media. And I was talking about the people that made those. They were
right,
Joey
because
Rumble.
if they're referring to me talking about my relationship, the question coach did specifically ask me in that line of questioning. Like, and we're talking about a relationship. He made the analogy, so I gave him the analogy that he was asking for. So if that's what they're referring to, then, you know, if you don't like it, kick rocks.
Right on. And
Facts.
we knew we
Okay.
keep it
So
1,000% real.
You know, but you also, thank you, DJ, so much. That's the president of New Media, coming in, reminding the room of what we are and what we stand for here. Okay, we have told you guys so many times here that we are about talking about subjects, but also talking about what is the game within the game. This is the game within the game. Okay, so we saved the best for last in this particular segment, which is Melo. Okay, we're gonna talk about Melo now. Okay, what grade do we think Melo deserves?
A
And and uh,
plus.
and Ant Learn, shout out for the 9.99 super chat to help grow new media. Hashtag. We appreciate you so much, Ant. I promised gamer. I got you. I ain't forgot you, gamer. Gamer was here early. Uh oh. I don't see them, gamer. I'm looking for his comments. Gamer left some comments earlier about Mello, and I said that when we got to Mello, I was going to read them, but they seem to be gone. Hmm. Um, gamer, if I can remember, a lot of what you said was you talked about Mello being the youngest triple double in the history, coming off the bench. You talked about Melo raising his game, if I'm not mistaken, as well, after being inserted into the lineup. LaMelo, let's just do the particulars. Right now, from the beginning of the season, half the season, coming off the bench, and he's now been 15 games coming in the starting lineup. He's averaging 29 minutes a game. He's averaging 16 points a game, 6.3 assists, 6.0 rebounds, 1.6 steals. He's shooting 37% from the 3-point line, 44% from the field. He's shooting around 84 to 8, I think 84, 83% from the free throw line. Melo here, to me, it's hard for me not to give Melo a grade beyond an A. I got to tell you guys that, especially after hearing what Michael Jordan said, which we talked about last night on the show, and how biased they are against Melo. How much they didn't realize or act like they weren't even aware of what kind of work and what he was putting in before. Gamer says in his first season, Ball averaged 15.7 points, 6 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 1.6.2 steals in 34 games, ranking first in points, rebounds, assists, steals per game amongst rookies. Okay, he also ranks, game also says he also ranks 5th in steals per game in the entire NBA, and is tied for 17th highest assists per game output among leaders this season. See,
That's
that's
sick.
why I said, family, it's hard. Thank you, gamer. It is hard for me as a Meloholic, to in any way to say that he deserves less than an A plus plus. Okay, because this his employers already said they didn't believe in him, so he had to deal with that energy. We've been told that the Twins are on record. I haven't heard the video yet. That they're on record as saying that he was trash in training camp, and talking disparaging about him, disparaging the brother, and then Terry telling him to be quiet. Okay, there has been a lot of inertia against this kid. Okay, and he has performed exemplary beyond anything, being the only player to play every game, though thus far in the beginning of the season. The only player on the team to play every game. See, Vegan Knowledge says, Coach Joe, do you think that the way that Melo didn't get to start actually helped him with, but helped him with, but in from the other players, maybe in a roundabout way, JB's trying to keep him out, help him be seen as a leader. Not really. I don't think JB's that bright to be able to do that, and I don't think he understands how NBA hierarchy really works. That's why he lied on the guys and didn't think it was going to come back. Gamer said Ball became the youngest player, and yeah, we got that already. Gamer, yes indeed. He says LeBron James and Kevin Durant, after totaling 30 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds on March 1st at Portland, also leading third besides LeBron and Luka with the most 26 and 6 on February. Absolutely. He's doing stuff that only LeBron and Luka did as well. And those two also started out and started out with the keys. So that's why I'm saying he deserves even more credit. He's doing even more than what they did.
Without
as
the
well,
keys.
as far as I'm concerned. See, what'd you say, JJ?
Without the keys.
That's right. Gamer says Melo could become the second rookie in history leading 3 rookie categories, rebound, assist, and points. He's also leading rookies in steals and 5th in the NBA on the leaderboard. I'm sure 15th place on the NBA and the leaderboard. Absolutely. Shout out to Vegan for Vegan Knowledge 3 JJ for the 4.99 super chat to grow the nation. Thank you so much, my sister, for that. We appreciate it so much here at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. The All-Star snub, as J5 Bucket said, yes, indeed, he lying to NBA. See, Melo's making the NBA lie to us about what was so clear in all of our faces. He didn't get more votes than Sexton over in Cleveland. Man, please. Don't even come at us with that nonsense. We know that that's nonsense. Rap Guard Reloaded said Jam will his turnovers is 2 per game. Oh, absolutely. And I'm not. I'm not even going to bring in no turnovers. Okay, that's just a red herring. That's just a straw man argument. That's people when they bring stuff in, they really don't have anything legitimate to say. They bring up something like that doesn't make any sense in context. Coach Daryl Higginbottom says he's accessed accomplished all what he has without the green light and the keys. Absolutely. So Melo gets a plus for me, plus for me. And then we got to come up with another by the end of the year. We got to come up with a new, better than A plus because this boy is doing stuff we've never seen. Superior Trucking 30. Shout out for the $20 super donation and the super to grow the nation in the super chat. What's y'all Cash App, YouTube take 45% of super chats? Just supporting my fellow Black people, keeping up the entertainment and hallucinations of Melo being an all-star this year. P.S. Zion's going to be the face, by the way. Thank you, Superior Trucking, so much, 30. He says, I don't know, Zion might be. I mean, he's putting in work. It might be, Zion and Melo. My feeling tells me it's going to be Melo and not Zion, but you could be right. Absolutely. Zion certainly is putting in the work so far this year. Gamer says 6 most double-doubles in franchise history. That's right. He is also setting records in their franchise. Charlotte, Michael Jordan, who don't want to acknowledge the truth, want to give left-handed compliments, give red-headed stepchild compliments. Okay, we know what he was doing. And those is trying to give him cover. Well, you get no cover here at hashtag New Media.
Oh,
what's that, JJ?
You all right? No, I'm
saying
because of you.
Oh, okay. So The boy said, LaMelo Holics in the building. Yes, we are. New media. JJ say, here's the to Trucker. Here is the Cash App to help grow new media. If you want to send something to Cash App, that would be great. Thank you guys so much. Tib Boy said, Mellow Holics in the building. Yes, we are in the building. Yes, we are. And Gamer, the last one I'm gonna share with the room. Thank you so much, my brother. He's a rookie, 19 years old, 13 games in the NBA only. No, he got 35 so far, 32 in the game. They're at the halfway point. Because this season, remember, family, is going to be 72 games this year as opposed to 82. I think it's going to be 72. Music Knowledge says, congrats to New Media Nation subscribers in the last 30 days are up 58.3%, and video views up 16.44%. Smash the like button, y'all. Yes, Music Knowledge, thank you. And thank you guys for raising the roof here with us on New Media, because you're right, y'all are helping New Media and pushing it to knock the ball out the park without a doubt.
Thank you, New Media fam.
Thank you, Music Knowledge #1. We appreciate you so much. What do we think that anybody else want to shout out something about Melo that we haven't said already? Because we want to make sure that we hit all of the Melo, all of it, because he deserves all of this and more for what we are saying and the things that we haven't said. Shout out to DJ. And New Media he says New Media is family, and absolutely it is family. We are family. I got all my family with me. Ooh, yes, indeedy. This particular stream is all. We're gonna go to the next one for this particular show, guys, and say, what do we think they're gonna finish? The most optimistic and maybe the most pessimistic. What you think they're gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna start and say that I think that they will make the playoffs. I think they will make the playoffs. I think that they also are going to be. I think they're going to be in that 9 spot. Something tells me they're going to be in that 9 spot. And I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think Melo's going to be Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to finish averaging close to 20 points a game for the year. I think he'll be at about 19. That's where I think they are. Super Trucking, shout out again. Thank you, my brother, for the $50 super chat. He said, I just want to say I love y'all with this 70. We'll cash up y'all next show. Keep it up. 70 next time. I love
gotta
a
give it
woman
up for
who
Super
knows about.
Trucking. Thank you so much, my brother.
He said, I love a woman who knows about sports. Holla at your boy, Miss Lady. Yes, we do love that, don't we, Truck? That's why I can't help but watching that Joy Taylor. I'm sorry, I just have to watch that Joy Taylor because she knows sports, man, and she know how to talk about sports, and I love it. Ain't nothing like a woman who genuinely loves sports and can talk about it.
Does DJ do sport? Does DJ do football?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do all that. We're gonna do all that.
Cool, because I'm down with. I know me some football.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just getting back into basketball, but I know me some football.
Yeah, we probably gonna do football. And DJ, if you hear us, I'm sure you chime in as well. But just full disclosure, coaches doesn't have any football teams that I root for. Just so you know.
Nobody?
No teams.
Oh my God, why not?
Ask me that. Can you write that down, JJ, for me? So once we finish with the Charlotte stuff, I can go to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to give all of the folks here, all the family here, any questions you guys have about Charlotte, where they're going, any statements you want to make, anything you want us to talk about, we will. DJ said, finally, we need people who can talk football. Want to do more football shows? Yes, we'll do football shows. Absolutely. Now, don't get the wrong impression of family. I didn't say I didn't know football. I said I don't root. I don't have no teams. I played football. I played in high school, and I also played it in the Marine Corps. So I love football, and I played quite a bit of it. So I'm looking now for questions that anybody has before we shift. What you say, Tail Freak? So y'all don't do football, soccer. Oh well, still check out the other stuff anyway. Tail Freak, I do soccer as well. I do international soccer as well. You wait for all of it. I can talk about all of it. I follow it as well. AJ Watson, shout out for the $2 super chat. For growing the nation, said Pelicans grade next video. Yeah, we can do a Pelicans grade next video. Absolutely. We wanted to just knock out Melo first and Charlotte for obvious reasons. They're doing better than Pelicans are doing, and Melo's been playing better than Lonzo as well. So, and besides, I love the Meloholics, and we are Meloholics. So, there's been talk about Vujicic from the Magic coming over to the Charlotte Hornets, and I've heard any packages from Lurch and Monk and a pick to Lurch, Miles, Monk and a pick, or Devontae being thrown in there. If they do that, if they go out and get Vujicic and bring him in, I think that will be a huge step in a good direction for them. Vujicic can play. Okay, he can play.
Is he a big?
He's a center. Yeah, and he can play.
They need one.
Yeah, Vujicic can play. So, yeah, he Vujicic is a good center, and this brother here can play.
No, I'm just saying, Vucevic is nasty.
Here come one of my young OGs family in the
Vucevic
house.
is nasty.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. This is one of my guys coming in for a second, guys, for a little bit. This is Shaq here. This is one of my mentors here. One of my youngest I mentor.
Vucevic been doing his thing.
So we gonna talk a little bit about Vucevic, but I want to give him an opportunity just a little bit here to spit about Melo, because he's been looking at Melo a lot. So go ahead. His name is Shaq. Go ahead, Shaq.
Okay, yeah, no, LaMelo, that's the perfect rookie of the year candidate, because I don't know who else you would pick, honestly. Anthony Edwards been balling. He been doing his thing for Minnesota, but they got the dead last record in the Western Conference. So I don't understand how you guys could choose him over LaMelo Ball. And there's a lot of other rookies that have been doing them things as well. I know it's a few guys. This one guy in New York, quickly, he's doing his thing as well. But LaMelo, as far as skill, just the eye test, everything that you could go off, LaMelo is the guy that you want to start a franchise. You know what I'm saying? So it's no way you could choose anybody. Yeah, definitely. It's no way you could choose anybody as rookie of the year over that guy. Last month, he was averaging 26 and 6, like as a rookie. Only two guys to ever do that was LeBron James and Luka Doncic, I believe. And that's over a big span of guys within, who's played in the NBA.
Wow.
So LaMelo, he's magnificent. I just want to see him play a lot taller, a lot more aggressive, because he has the ability to lead that ball club into the playoffs. He has the ability to lead that ball club possibly past the first round, but it'll take a lot from those guys in order to get on the horse and do so.
I think he's holding back a little bit.
All right, we appreciate the young G coming in, and that was a surprise to New Nation, to New Media, to bring in. This is a young G here that knows the game, played the game. Me and him talk about the game a lot. So I told him, I said, whenever you come through the crib, if you come through, and we doing the show, I'm gonna let you come in a little bit and share some of the love because this brother knows the game. Okay, knows what's happening. Sometimes he's not aware of the game within the game we talk about, which is the politics that DJ talks about that comes into the game that affects playing, which shouldn't affect playing, not have a goddamn thing to do with playing. But Michael likes to play them games, and we know that he didn't had Mitch to play them games, and we know JB played them games, and so that's what we're talking about there. So hold on. Tail Feek says Melo can take a team to the playoffs if the coaches can trust him. Spire made the playoffs, and the only reason he said season Melo joined the team. I think he didn't reason joined the team, and JJ trusts him and gave him the keys. Well, absolutely.
No. I completely agree. That's another thing that he's been teaching me is to look at the game within the game, because someone might not like you or your background or what you come from, you know what I'm saying? And LaMelo has the same attitude as me. He's going to go out, he's going to get it done. It doesn't matter how old I am.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Give me the keys and I'm going to go. I'm going to run this game how it's supposed to be ran. Luka Doncic has the keys in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And he's very young. Trae Young got the keys in Atlanta, very young. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that they need to do.
Every team Melo's been a part of has won a championship.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Back to his
Facts.
highs, all the way back to Chino Hills. That first season that he was there with his two brothers, they took the whole thing.
And you can arguably say that he was the defending factor.
Right.
He's the smallest guy on the court, and he's a mismatch. He's an advantage for the Chino Hills Ball Club, but a disadvantage for everyone else.
Right.
Facts. See,
and just the simple fact that over that time span, what he was able to do at that size, and then you take his size, granted today in the NBA, and the fact that he's not even done growing.
He's not any agility whatsoever.
Any agility or athleticism. And you could take at his size right now, he has not been able to come into his body yet. And if you give him the keys and the ability to do so, I believe in this offseason, he will be able to come into something in a physical build like his brother Lonzo Ball. He's a lot stronger and a lot more physical. But if he gets that with his scoring mentality, it is a wrap for the league.
Oh, yeah.
Facts. And we got to say, DJ, the president of New Media, what did he just say? From OGs to young Gs, they know the game of basketball. See, this is what we talking about here on New Media, family. Y'all got to understand what's going on here. This ain't no regular okey doke. This ain't nothing that you didn't seen before. This ain't your mama and daddy's ESPN. This ain't their sports show. This is a new thing here. We bringing the fire. And if you don't bring the fire, if you come in here simping and acting like you don't really know what's going on and you need some help, listen, we got all kind of things. We got guide dogs for you. We got canes for you. We may even have a wheelchair to help push you around in. But we are not gonna feel sorry for you. So don't come in here with that. We telling you the deal, the real deal. Okay. As King Fuse in the house, Rev in the house. What's up, coach? He said, cook, coach. Absolutely. Hey, Rev, this young G, my young G right here, he reminds me of you. When I first came on New Media and I heard you, I want you to know this young brother right here, he reminded me of you. I said, man, this is Shaq all over again. Go ahead, Shaq. I know you got it.
I'm supposed to be here with you guys. I want to ask you guys a question though. How do you guys feel about LaMelo Ball in the starting lineup? How do you guys feel about Devontae Graham? How do you guys feel about Terry Rozier? How do you guys feel about the connection that the Charlotte Hornets are trying to make, within the backcourt that they have right now? What do you guys feel should be going on right now?
Well, tell them, Young G, what you feel. Tell them what you feel should be going on.
Well, if they want to know what I feel completely, I feel like LaMelo Ball is your starting point guard. No matter if he was playing for the Hornets or any other team that was dead last or fourth or third or in the conference, because he has the ability to bring them to within 8, 7, 10 within the conference. So with that being said, I feel like the Hornets need to make some moves. Devontae Graham, he's a great player. He will be beneficial elsewhere. Terry Rozier, he's a scorer, and he has the ability to play with LaMelo in the backcourt, and it's been
Tay
proven.
baby.
It's been proven that Scary Terry can play in the backcourt with LaMelo Ball. And when
Yep.
you put Miles Bridges at the three and that Melo, that Ball to Bridges connection, it's unstoppable.
It's a wrap. It's
I
a
don't
wrap.
understand how they're not stopping the guy that's 6'7" going to the rim, but I understand he just wants it more than all the other guys. And when he see a young guy that's 19 coming into the league, playing with the attitude that LaMelo has, he believes in that guy. So it rejuvenated his game because Miles Bridges wasn't getting these easy looks last season.
Facts. Look at the you can look
No.
at the young G coming in the room, fam. Look at the young G, and we ain't talked in a little minute, but this is what new media is about. We always got on standby.
Bismack Biyombo wasn't getting these easy looks last season.
Facts. Facts.
Gordon Hayward is a great addition, but Gordon Hayward, he does what he has to do as a professional athlete. This guy LaMelo needs the keys. They believe in Gordon Hayward. They gave him a max deal. I understand that. He needs to play to that ability. But this young kid
Exactly.
right here, if you play to that ability with this young kid, you can go far.
Hey, that's what we're talking about right there. Absolutely. And Vujicic might be a part of that because look, y'all know how I feel about Lurch and y'all know how I feel about Biz. Okay, I ain't got no shade to throw at it, but the fact of the matter is they are serviceable. This is not a new generation. Somebody coming to the table like Melo. Okay, with all of this talent, this generational talent, he needs to be playing with dudes that are comparable to his talent. You can't have him trying to bring up dudes. You can't have him trying to bring up dudes who and fix their hands. Okay, it ain't Melo's job to fix Biz's hands. It ain't Melo's job to fix Lurch's feet. Okay, it ain't his job. His job to put in work and for them to put in their work. They don't have it. So Vujacic to me would be a good addition to them because he is a pro. He is a pro's pro. He can come in. He can handle the center position. He can rebound. He can score. He got footwork, feet work,
money.
and got the bag too. So
you got the money for
facts,
it. You
facts.
got the money for it. Why not go and pull the trigger?
Facts.
You'll make it so much far with a Vucevic on your team as opposed to a Bismack Biyombo. Not saying anything bad about Bismack because he goes out with hustle and effort every day. But what I'm saying is Vucevic goes out there and give you the numbers that you could look at and you see the effort, the hustle every night with the Orlando Magic. Even if nobody on that team makes the spreadsheet look amazing, he does so. So what I'm saying is you add that with LaMelo, you add that with a Scary Terry and a Miles Bridges and a pick and roll basketball between LaMelo and Vucevic and LaMelo and Miles Bridges, it'll be amazing.
It will be amazing. So that's what we see. We see if they pull that trigger, it's going to be amazing. If it don't, we're going to see Melo going to have hard sledding because we see what he's doing. There's no consistency because the talent level. See, I remember when Homicide, Corey Homicide, from over in the brother from New York who does the commentary over in Australia. Okay, Homicide Williams, when he said he can't wait for Melo to get. I never forget. He said, I can't wait for Melo to get to the NBA when he can play with NBA dudes. Can you imagine the way this dude sees the game, how that's going to benefit him? Well, look what happened. Flash forward. Here we are. We in the NBA. We halfway through the period, and we see that picture is uneven. And why is it uneven? Because Melo's playing with some dudes here on the Charlotte Hornets whose talent level is the same as some of them big dudes over there in the NBA or in Australia.
For the Illawarra Hawks.
The Illawarra Hawks. That's the truth of the matter.
They thought the physicality.
Fact.
They thought the physicality of the NBA would tarnish him, but
Facts.
It wouldn't.
Facts. Exactly right.
He was already used to it from the NBL.
He's already been playing with grown men.
He's been playing with grown men since he was 16 years old.
Exactly.
Hey, check this out, guys. I saw a video the other day on Chris Johnson's And for y'all that don't know, Chris Johnson, former UCLA, former Crenshaw, former Crenshaw legend. His daddy is Marcus Johnson, who was a play-by-play for the Milwaukee Bucks. See, when you come to this channel, you're gonna get it. And if y'all didn't realize last night when I went in on MJ, y'all know y'all gonna get it. You want the information, you want what's going on, you want to be free. I want to be free. Yes, I do. That's the Ohio play. They say, I want to be free. Yes, we want to be free. So if you want to be free, you can't be believing a lie. You can't be going with bull crap. See, and that's what we've been going with. They've been telling us bull crap. So here's Melo over here, and he averaging 6.3 assists right now. Ain't no reason in the world with his talent that Melo shouldn't be averaging 10 assists a game. Go ahead, Young G.
As a rookie though, 6.3 assists, 6 rebounds, 1.6 steals. That 1.6, if you round it up, is 2. Now let's take that average. That means he's getting 2 a game.
Right.
Take that into consideration that he's hands on the ball. He's playing the passing lanes. He's a tall guard. He's getting people involved with the 6.3 assists. He's averaging a nice amount of points per game. It doesn't matter what you say about LaMelo. He has the overall game compared to every other rookie that you can potentially look at.
That's right, facts. And see, this is the thing, Young G, we want to share with you. Over here in the new media, and we got a new term. Nobody's ever said that. We created here. We are Meloholics. So we are Meloholics. So what you are doing, my brother, this was such a divine appointment because we are standing on our flag, as Ant Learn said. Earl Watson just put up a new video on his Instagram breaking down Melo's game. Exactly, him and Earl Watson, who was a part of the JBA, Chris Johnson, who was a part of the JBA, as I was saying earlier, they got a video out right now. Go listen to them brothers show you and tell you because they were a part of the JBA. Listen to Earl talk about when they were traveling around the world, what the crowds were like, how the people came out in Russia and all kind of other places. Okay, just to get a glimpse of Melo, just to get a glimpse of him. Can we just see? Okay, and then we gonna listen to Jordan come to us and JB tell us and Mitch Kupchak tell us that this dude ain't who he is. He ain't the dude we didn't seen him to be. Well, we don't play that here in New Media. We don't play that. What you say, Jose Marquez? New Media needs to help promote Jello. What a waste of talent. Wow. But we ain't going in on Jello right now. We're not going in.
Get your mic right, Coach. Get your mic right, babe.
Okay. Can you hear me? We ain't gonna go in on Jello, Jose, because we already said here at New Media, when Jello start bouncing the ball again, wherever he bounces the ball at, we will cover him. He's not bouncing the ball right now. So when he starts bouncing the ball and playing, right now he on the clock. He hasn't played in 3 years right now. And we can't talk about somebody and spend too much time on the brother if he's still working on his game. We can be patient and wait for him, and then we will talk about it because we already know what Melo's about. I mean, Jello's about. We know Jello's an intricate part. We know Jello can play, and we know the politics is what's keeping him out of the league. We know this.
Yeah,
but politics. That's right. But at the same time, when we say politics, but at the same time, what we got to realize is he has to do his part the way that Lonzo and LaMelo are doing their part. He putting in the work. He got to put in the work. So once he puts in the work, we will be here because we are all about honesty and truth, and we all about the balls and LeVar and how they have changed the game. New Media says, the president of New Media says, talk to him, coach. Absolutely, because this is what we're about here, about truth here. Vegan Knowledge says, we're anything but mellow about Melo. All right. We're always fired up for New Media. Absolutely. See, we're not against none of those ball boys because we know the politics and we see what's going on here. If you're new to the channel, we see a lot of familiar faces. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button.
Hit the like button,
Get them likes up, folks. Remember, family, don't forget, this is a part of how we control the algorithm. We control our own destiny. We don't allow them to control our destiny.
This is the culture.
That's right.
This is
our
culture. That's right.
Go ahead, Young G.
This is the culture. Don't let anybody else speak for you. You know what I'm saying? This is the real.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
right.
This is the
Music Knowledge said Melo's average would be even higher if he were allowed to start from the beginning. That's definitely facts. Imagine where his numbers would be if he started way earlier.
Well, we heard what Melo said, JJ, didn't we? You're absolutely right, my sister. What did he say on there? He said, I'm never going to agree or think it's a good idea for me to come off the bench.
Right.
Never. That's what he said. He said, what did he tell JB? That was to JB and to Michael Jordan and to Mitch Kupchak. See, I told y'all. See, listen, family. Me and JJ broke this, and then we talked about it a little deeper last night. Don't be surprised, family. If they keep messing with these ball boys, they gonna take their ball and go. And I'm gonna tell you, the three of them gonna go to Europe and go to the highest bidder. Believe you me, that's what's gonna happen. Because LeVar has already shown them and told them and raised them. It's not about the money. It's about the legacy. It's about winning.
It's about the respect that they deserve to get.
But even more than that, when you see, they're already putting the work in, JJ. They're not giving them the respect.
Right.
See, so LeVar has already told them.
Okay.
Don't be
704 bound Charlotte. If he started earlier, he would be an all-star right now.
Facts.
That's something I want to talk about.
Facts. Hold on, my G. We're gonna get to that young G. 1 second here, Shaq. But let's remember what we're talking about here. Okay, we ain't talking about old media remixing. We talking about what we know to be facts.
Right.
Go ahead. Look.
Okay. No. If he started earlier, LaMelo Ball will be an all-star player right now. That's complete facts.
Well, why they don't want to average
for the last month averaging 26 and 6? They've let a lot of dudes in the All-Star game this year who are not even averaging close to that.
Woo!
And they have a lot of snubs.
Your mic is trash right now. You need to get that fixed.
Okay, hold on. It's a stream, guys. It's a stream.
Okay, there you go. You're back in.
Right, it has nothing to do with the phone. It's the stream, guys.
It's the connection.
It's the
connectivity.
Okay, it's the connection.
It just came back in.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, look, LaMelo, 26 and 6 over the last month. If he started earlier, I believe he has the ability to do that throughout the season, if not better. So what I'm saying that to say is it's a lot of dudes within the All-Star game this year who's made it by a hair. And it's a lot of dudes who've been snubbed for the All-Star game as well.
Right.
So what I'm saying is if he had started earlier and he had the ability to get on the roll, and this is what we said earlier. This is to indict what we said earlier. If you give this guy the keys to the franchise, you guys are banking on a Gordon Hayward, hey, I needed a player, so I'm going to pay him the max. Not taking anything away from Gordon Hayward. He's a professional. He comes to work every day. And as far as this year, he's putting up his numbers. You know what I mean? So to take nothing away from Gordon Hayward, he's averaging 22 points per game.
When he plays, though.
When he plays, but this is over the season. He's averaging 22 points per game. He's averaging 4 assists, and he's averaging 5 rebounds. So that's something that can help this ball club out. But he's not your player that you need to be keying in on. You need to give the keys to LaMelo, because he is an all-star, and he could have been an all-star this year had you guys given him the keys. Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves have been given the keys since day one, and they have a franchise player in Karl Anthony Towns. So I don't understand why LaMelo cannot take a ball club like the Charlotte Hornets and put them in his back pocket and make them succeed throughout the playoffs.
And you know what? That's a great point that you just make there, Shaq. And what
Minnesota's not in the playoffs.
Hold on. And what we have enumerated here is we know this is the LeVar effect.
Mm-hmm.
This is the LeVar effect. This is all of this politicking. This is the LeVar effect. See, this is what they did doing to Melo, and that's why I went in so heavy yesterday, guys. Because they doing this to a 19-year-old kid.
Okay, so check this out, Coach, because this is based on, I want to say something based off of something that you and DJ said, not only last night, but you guys have kind of been alluding to, but I'm going to take it even a step further. What if, okay, now this is way out in left field. But what if, because of all the smack talking that LeVar has said about playing one-on-one with Michael Jordan, coupled with the things that you guys, DJ, played the playback last night of Michael Jordan, the things that he was saying, what if they purposely, okay, hurried up and got him off the market so that they could put their thumb on him? So they drafted him for the sole purpose of choking his career. Because think about it. It don't make sense what they're doing to him. Just like the young brother said, he should have the keys. They are purposely, hurry up, snatch him before somebody else gets him. Because if he was somewhere else, they wouldn't be treating him like this. Michael Jordan don't like him, man. He don't like him. And he wanted him so that he could personally stifle his career. And Jen took it even further and said the NBA on top of that is probably looking for somebody to do that. And who better than Michael Jordan, because he's a hater.
JJ, that was beautiful, my sister. Thank you so much for going in. Okay, this is the thing we got with LeVar. We got to understand, and also about Michael Jordan in context. Michael don't like competition from nobody. He's always been that way. Anybody that's ever challenged him or he perceives is challenging him, he goes house on. Okay, and he knows that the only way he gonna get a championship, okay, which 704 in Charlotte has told us he don't really want a championship. He's just using the equity and using the team as a way to ATM and as a way to make money. Okay. The point is that he would have to stand up there and share the platform with LeVar Ball. If Melo leads them to a championship, he would have to share the platform with other people.
Right.
And Michael don't like to share the platform with other people. See, this to me is about Jordan's control and the way he has always needed to be in control of everything in his environment ever since he came into the NBA. Tiger was similarly that way as well. Just not as verbose as Michael, and you notice him and Michael very close too because they're the same kind of guys. Not knocking that at all. I'm just saying that this is why we're looking at what we're looking at. All of this half measure. Is Melo really this? Is Melo really that? And then really no. That's we're doing all that nonsense. When anybody with eyes and those who don't have eyes, Stevie Wonder can see what this is and how great this kid is. And this kid has the ability, as young G said, Jack said a little earlier, to lead this team with the keys to places that they haven't been. Okay, and the fact that Michael Jordan has been to these places and act like he don't want to go with Melo is problematic. That's what's problematic. To hear JB say stuff in his press conference and then Michael Jordan to confirm it in his interview is problematic. Because I'm going to tell y'all, and this is no equivocating, ish rolls downhill. Don't get it twisted. It don't roll uphill. It rolled downhill. And Michael Jordan is at the top, rolling that ish downhill. Believe you me.
As the Charlotte Hornets never scouted for talent.
Your stream is jacked up again, but just reading through the comments, yeah, pretty much everybody's saying the same thing.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all back. Okay,
the Charlotte Hornets, they never scouted for talent. So when you take that into consideration, it's like, hey, the Golden State Warriors could have took LaMelo with the first pick, as was supposed, but he was taken with the second pick by Michael Jordan because they had actually the third. I apologize.
Right, third. Yeah.
I apologize. Anthony Edwards was selected first. He's not doing so well. Well, his team is not. Yeah, his team is not doing so well, so it doesn't look like the first pick. So what I'm saying is Anthony Edwards was selected first. James Wiseman was selected second. LaMelo was selected third. The Charlotte Hornets went with what their best pick could potentially be in the draft. They never scout for talent. Throughout the years, the Charlotte Hornets, whether they've been the Bobcats or the Hornets, they've never scouted for talent.
See, guys, this is important. You hear what he's saying? By what he's saying is they scout for talent, meaning they always are just managing mediocrity, as I've shared with you guys before. They're not looking to try to improve and win, as 704 told us yesterday when he came on the show. He told us that he doesn't believe, and he's from Charlotte, that Michael Jordan is trying to win. See, so this is what we get. And our boy is in the mix of this, and he's trying to change this. So what we're saying to y'all, family, and what we're saying to those who will listen, who's coming behind y'all, is that this is the inertia. This is the wind that Melo has to fight. He got to fight all of this negativity, all of this not wanting to win, all of this mediocrity, okay, all of these agendas.
And if you're Michael Jordan, you would think you want to win. You know what I'm saying? 6 for 6. You're 6 for 6, brother. You would think you want to win. So you have enough talent in that Charlotte Hornets ball club right now to surround LaMelo Ball with enough to get over the hump. They never scout for talent. You have enough pieces to put something together with LaMelo. If you see what he's doing over the previous month, and he didn't even get a starting position prior to that, he can do so much going forward if you surround him with a lot of pieces. And you have a lot in that backcourt in order to get pieces back, and you have a couple pieces within that front court in order to get pieces back. Gordon Hayward's a good asset. He's going to give you what he give you every night. But surround both of those guys with something. Don't let go of Scary Terry, and you can build a completely different team than what you have right now. And you could be in the playoff hunt, and you could potentially be getting over that hunch in order to get in the Eastern Conference Finals or something like that.
And who are some of them dudes you think that you think they should get?
I mean,
what kind of players you think they should surround Melo and Gordon with?
A couple players they should surround LaMelo with. Well, Vucevic is one that we spoke about because that's great pick and roll basketball. He's a taller player. He's going to produce more than Bismack Biyombo. Biyombo's a good asset, but I don't think he's locked in like you need to be locked in. Vucevic every night gives you what he needs to give you. And there's a lot of other guys under trade considerations that you can potentially pair with LaMelo. I've heard a lot of trade talk by the New Orleans Pelicans that they wanted to let go of Lonzo Ball. That would be a dumb situation for them. But if I'm somebody like the Charlotte Hornets, I would be looking to obtain somebody who has chemistry with this guy and pair him in the backcourt and have somebody like a Scary Terry go off as a sixth man. It's just certain things you have to do in order to improve within the NBA. If you don't have the ability to take risk and sacrifice, you're not going to make it.
Hey, this is so awesome, guys. Me and the young G, me and Shaq, we haven't talked about Lonzo playing with Melo at all. Okay, but he just said that on his own. Okay, we ain't had this conversation, so this was going on with him too. He sees as well as we do. He sees Lonzo for who he is as well. Family, don't get it. He knows who he is. See, he played point. So he understands. Go ahead.
And that's the perfect point guard because I don't think LaMelo should have the ball in his hands 100% of the time either. You know what I'm saying? And Terry Rozier is not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. I'm sorry. He's undersized, but he's still a shooting guard. He's a dog. He going to get you a bucket. That's what he's about. Devin Graham, he's a bucket. That's what he going to get you. That's what he about. He can shoot from distance. But he's not someone who's a playmaker or that can get the team involved, such as Alonzo Ball. LaMelo's a scorer primarily, but he has the ability to do what Lonzo does as well. And you need more guys on your team with a basketball IQ like that in order to go further.
Facts. Wow. This is fire.
I would potentially let go of both of those guys in order to get Alonzo Ball to pair in the backcourt with a LaMelo. But Scary Terry's been doing his thing this year, so I'm not going to disrespect what he's been bringing to the table.
Great fire, Shaq. That's great. That's great take, my brother. Wow, that you spitting game. See, this is what we do here at New Media. This is what we do here at New Media. DJ's Raw Uncut Truth Nation United.
Smash
This
the
was not
like
gonna
button,
be,
guys.
that's right. This was not going to be a stream like a game stream. So we just wanted to come to you guys and just do about an hour or so. And we've been going for a while. How long we been going? DJ, let me see. We came on at 5. I think we came on at, or did we come on at 6? What did we come
I think
on
it
at?
was 6.
We were 6. So we're gonna go to about 8. So we got about 20 minutes left in the show, family. So this is a time we can answer questions. So if you have any questions, I don't care how silly they are, or what you think of what they should do, or how they should do, or what they should do, or just some comments you want to make that you want us to respond to, go right ahead in the chat and put those in there, and we can just answer some questions here. Thank you, DJ. He said hour and 40 minutes. Absolutely. Wanted to go about 2 hours here today and just, check in with the fan, because look, this is an all-star weekend. We don't have no games. We can't stream no games, and we want to stay connected with each other. We know you guys, we become a part of our routine. Our routine has become a part. I hear you guys on the chat. I hear you in there saying, man, this thing is becoming addicting. I wish I could turn it off. Man, I need to go to bed. Why am I still here? So we feel the same way. Coach burning the midnight oil. DJ burning 5 midnight oils. JJ burning midnight oil. So we bringing it to, we need to have this. So that's why we're here. So I'm gonna look at some. Hey, Cade Cunningham. I keep hearing Cade Cunningham. You know what, guys? I finally looked at him. Finally looked at Cade Cunningham. Went to Cade Cunningham. And I'm gonna tell y'all, don't beat me up. Who is he supposed to be again? I mean, I'm not sure. Who is Cade? A Big 12. I mean, look, guys, I understand college accolades. Okay, what you do in the college, so that to me ain't the deal. Already, we did a show already on this. Okay, 1 point something percent of college NCAA basketball players play pro. Small numbers play pro. Most don't. So that means dudes are in the game in college, getting off against good dudes who are not going to be in the pros and who ain't never going to play basketball again. Okay, this is their highlight, college basketball. See, but I have not seen. I've watched the dude. I mean, and I'm looking for intangibles I can look at and extrapolate out to what they might be. I can look and be able to do that. I'm not seeing it. I thought when they were talking about Cade Cunningham, and I heard people saying that they gonna get Cade Cunningham and yada yada. I was like, okay. Sometimes at some point I'll look at it. Well, I took that look and I'm like, I don't want this dude with Melo. This dude ain't showed me nothing that I've seen so far that says he should be that Charlotte should draft him. So for those of you that have been saying banging on the Cade Cunningham wagon, okay, fine. Now I'm gonna tell you somebody who I in college I have liked and looked at is the big kid from Iowa, looks like Iowa State. I can't think of his name. He looks like he might be the big one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He looked like he might be promising. And the kid at Gonzaga, okay, the guard at Shrugs, I think his name is. The kid in Gonzaga. I mean, that kid right there looked like he might be promising, but I don't see this Cade Cunningham thing. I'm sorry. I really don't see that at all. Also, I like how Shaq, when he came in, y'all see how he spoke about those other players. See, if I wasn't a Meloholic, I might speak about them players like that too. Okay, but I'm a Meloholic, so I ain't gonna speak about them dudes like that objectively like Shaq is. But we need that as well. Obviously, we need the objective point of view. Okay, because these dudes they're not very good to me. But Shaq is right. They have some pieces. I mean, I'm looking at the right now the sheet. I mean, Gordon's averaging 21.5 points a game, 22 points a game. That's not to be sniffed at almost 50% shooting. Terry Rozier is averaging almost 21 points a game at 48% shooting from the field. That's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, well, but what we are expressing is our frustration at the fact that this organization don't know what the hell they doing. That's the problem. And they're fighting against and pushing against the dude who we see and know is the best player on the team. See? Jam Will said, how many minutes will Melo play when Graham is healthy? I'm not even going to answer that, guys, because I'm going to tell you, I don't want to get mad. Case in point said, the Hornets program is toxic. Melo will thrive better when he leaves that program. Yeah, the program. Yeah, when he leaves the program. Teofik says, Melo dropped 30 or more. They lose, but drop 20 or more, 50-50. Why is Melo carrying for no reason, coach? And why are they not building around Melo? Absolutely, because they don't like Melo. And really, more than that, guys, more than that, Shaq said it tonight. I think Shaq really hit the nail on the head because he brought history into the conversation tonight about the Charlotte Hornets. He said they never scout for talent. They just always take the best available player. And if they're doing that, that makes perfect sense as to why they treat Melo like they are, because Melo is somebody you build around, not somebody you bring in and just plug and play. Somebody you just plug in. Melo's not one of them dudes. See? And that's why they're having problems. That's why this looks so disjointed. See? Zane Shah said, Colin Cowherd said the NBA is soft and it's more offensive. That's why he's scoring. But when Luka was getting points, they were saying he's Bird, and Nash. Absolutely. That right there is that old media. That right there is a case in point of old media trying to push a narrative that absolutely isn't true. Rap God Reloaded said, Coach Joe, you notice there's a Jordan logo on the Pelicans, Pelicans jersey, and the two Ball brothers have Jordan logos on their jerseys. Is there any conspiracies? Well, I didn't know the Pelicans did. I know that the Hornets are a Jumpman team, obviously, and yeah, we've spoken a little bit about that. I think that's a part of it. The fact that Puma's that LaMelo is Puma and Michael is Michael Jordan Jumpman, and he doesn't want a Puma to be leading his organization. See, now that they have Melo, now we're seeing what they think of him by how they're using him. This is what we're looking at, family. As Shaq said, they didn't plan for him. They didn't think that they were going to get him. He failed to them. And so now they're doing what they always do, like they did with Kid Gilchrist, and like they did with Adam Morrison, and like they did with these other dudes, these other mannequins that they drafted out of Nordstrom's store out of their window. See, so that's what this is the deal. So that's why this trade deadline is so important, because what it's going to tell us, it's going to tell us and show us if the Hornets recognize that Melo's a dude, and they're building around Melo. We will see them make moves. We will see them take action in the direction that means they see what they have, they're grateful for what they have, and they're going to commit to what they have. And that's the Vujicic thing we're talking about earlier. See? Case in point said, I dealt with toxic programs on the local level, and it's full of white white supremacy, period. Case in point, you're right, and we starting to use different words.
think of what you think about this. Rev came up with a great way to describe, not say white supremacy, but say fake supremacy. So I would read this like this. I dealt with toxic programs on the local level, and it's full of fake supremacy, period. What do you think about that case in point? How does that sound to you? Ronnie says, need Vujicic on the Hornets. If he's available, yeah, they should do everything they can to get him. Everybody should be on the table except Melo and Hayward, in my view. CJ Mayo said the NBA didn't want it to look like Melo was ready from day one coming from the JBL. Exactly. I believe that as well. I think that's the greater picture, the larger picture. But the micro picture, which is the Charlotte Hornets and their organization, I think they took the best player, and I think that they were shocked when Melo came in and turned out to be not just the best player at his position or the best draft pick left in the draft. Melo turned out to be the best player in the draft and a generation of talent. And I think they went, oh shit, look at what we have. And they realized that they weren't prepared. JB is not the coach to be able to usher this kind of talent in him. He's not. And he's showing us that. 704 said, Charlotte said, we passed on a lot of good players, shaking my head. Exactly right. Exactly right. I don't think Beal, everything I'm hearing out of Washington, they're saying they're not going to trade Bradley Beal. So I don't think Bradley Beal is – but, I mean, obviously, if they could get Bradley Beal, of course you would trade Terry Rozier and you would trade whoever else to get Bradley Beal. Absolutely. Totally, I agree. Corin Stevens says saying fake supremacy is like having cancer and calling it fake cancer. You won't take it seriously, and it will eventually take you out. Listen more freely, Nettie Fuller Jr. Okay, well, thank you, Corin, for that little history that you threw in there. We appreciate it. 70 Bound said we could have drafted Brady Beal. Yeah, well, look, my brother, y'all could have drafted a whole lot of players and never, and been in a whole different situation. But y'all clearly don't have that or kind of an organization. Rap God Reloaded said, Coach Joe, ESPN and 245 Sports rated Cade as number 5 recruit. Do the NBA want to make him into a superstar? I haven't looked at him like that. I was just looking at him just in cursory to see what kind of talent he had, and since I hadn't seen him before, what his dimensions were and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't really looked at him closely enough to know if he should be that kind of player. I didn't see it so far, to be honest with you, what I've seen, but I admit that I haven't seen an awful lot. So I shouldn't really have a strong take on it. So I don't. Dom 34, our organization thought my boy LaMelo was a project like some of these other overseas players that didn't pan out. Yes, I think that's probably hitting it right on. I think that's hitting the nail right on the head. I really do. And I thank Shaq for the young G for coming into the neighborhood and reminding us of Charlotte's history that 704 Bound Charlotte talks about all the time. He talked about last night on the show. See, you're absolutely right. Jose Marquez says, what happened to Puma? Why are they so silent? No ads, no shoes, no Melo. You know what, Jose? That's interesting. I heard some podcasts talking about that, talking about why they felt like they're dropping the ball with Melo. The point that they made was, how can you have nothing out when all of this tape is out and Melo is performing at such a high level? See, so I think that's what a lot of what's going on. I mean, just think about this. When have we heard all of this kind of noise, all of this white noise around a player? I mean, we haven't heard this kind of stuff. That is, to me, that's the level of the level of dysfunction that we see, and that they're performing even though they're dysfunctional, to me points to the greatness of Melo. Case in point, that power is what have had for so long, but however, the black athlete has more power, but they haven't used it yet. No one will pay to see all white athletes. Not you. I think you're right about that, especially what we've been seeing. No, that means we would have to start all over again and turn back the clock. And I don't think that would work at all. I don't think that's sustainable or would work at all. Jam Will. I'm not sure what you're asking. He says, I thought we can ask anything. Yeah, you can. And have a family convo. Yeah. Maybe J&J Video might have wanted to answer the question or even the chat, but Coach, you made it a selfish decision based on your feelings. Well, Jam, I will know. What you're not aware of, I see that you're new in the family. You're new in the room. You're not really sure what you're talking about right now. And so I'm going to acknowledge that you don't really know what you're talking about. A lot of the questions when I'm on the stream, that they're for me. JJ can answer whatever she wants. Nobody is muffling JJ. So you're in your feelings, and you should probably save that comment, okay? Because that is not reflective of the truth, okay? And if you don't like what Coach has to say in here, and you have a problem with it, then you might want to find something else, somebody else's stream to follow. That's just facts, okay? Let me see.
What happened
Daryl
there?
said, pardon me?
What happened there?
Just somebody trolling here. You know, somebody I'm not gonna say that. Not trolling. They're under a misunderstanding. They think something is going on because they're new in the room, in the family, and they thought that they could frame things in a way that fits their narrative and what they want, as opposed to what we do here at New Media. And I'm just reminding them, this is not the place. We need to trade for Oladipo. Hurst, MBCF said. I don't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole. Not me. Let's see. Zane Shea said, trolling from old media. LOL. Yeah, perhaps. Remember, guys, the interns will be in the room sometimes, you know, and they can't, you know, they may have been told they should just listen and take notes, but some of them, you know, can't help themselves. They have to just, you know, get in and show their hatred, what they don't like and who they don't like. But all of those other networks are available. All you have to do, if you're missing them, if you're missing your old benefactors, just turn on the TV and go back to them. They're there waiting for you like an old friend. You know, like hey, J&J, like old Yeller. you know that old standby. It's there. Gamer says, do you guys want to talk about boxing and UFC? Not this particular thread, but I'll talk about it on another one because I'm interested in that brother Alasanya, Israel Alasanya, who is fighting this weekend. That guy's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. And just FYI, Coach was a boxer as well, boxed in the Marine Corps. So I'm down with boxing for sure. Although hadn't been a lot to cheer for lately because the sport has turned really political in my view, and they stopped growing the sport. Now they're just looking for hitters, looking for heavy, looking for people who can, advance the message. Not really looking for guys who really are for the sport. How you doing, Uncle Vern? I see you. Vern said one of those people that don't like hitting the like button. Case in point says, Coach, do you think we will ever witness the Ball brothers on the same team in the NBA? I will tell you, case in point, I'm holding out 50-50 that we might. And I think it depends upon LaMelo's trajectory. The bigger Melo gets, the more of an opportunity, the more I think that will happen. But it has to be quick. I think next year might be the cutoff switch. You know, I don't think Jello is on the clock again until he gets to in some gym and starts working. Everything depends on Jello, really, and what he's going to do, how he's going to move forward in his career. Gamer said, I did karate and MMA. All right, facts. I love it. I did taekwondo and boxing. That's cool. Dom 34 said, that's facts, Coach 100. Rap God Reloaded says, should Muhammad Ali be celebrated for being a great civil rights activist, not just being a boxer? He was really more than an athlete, similar to LeBron. Facts, Rap God. I'm just going to say that straight out. Facts. You said enough. We don't need to elaborate on it, but he should be known as both. Brett Law showed up. Sorry I'm late. Talk to him, Coach. How you doing, Brett? We didn't see you, brother. We're glad that you showed up in the neighborhood. I even mentioned you earlier. Something you said. Don't ask me to repeat it because I can't do that. But we were talking about you. Brett Law says, Coach, I never heard your thoughts on Karl Malone's statutory rape of a 13-year-old. What? I hadn't heard that, Brett. I hadn't heard that, Brett. I'm gonna go look at that, Brett, and find out what is that about. And the next time we come to you guys, Brett, and you here, I will answer that question. But I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm sorry. But on the face of it, I'm not for any of that type of stuff on any level. I told you guys, I'm a girl dad. I got 4 daughters and 1 son, and I'm not into none of that messing with the earth stuff. And y'all know I say the women are the earth. See, and we should protect the earth and care for the earth. Jose says Melo a better pick than Wiseman. I think Stevie Wonder said so. So I agree with Stevie. He is. Brett Law said facts. Corin Stevens says LeBron played dumb about Tamir Rice when the murder of the 10-year-old happened in his backyard on national TV. He is black when it's convenient. You know what, Corin? I'm not aware of that, so I can't speak on it. But I will say that LeBron has quite a bit of a record. He has quite a number of receipts that may suggest otherwise. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say on that until I know more about what you're saying. Joshua Cage said, Coach, did old media play their hand when they tried to bait Carmelo? Speak on it. Absolutely, they played their hand. Yep. Did you guys get a chance to listen to DJ's video where we talked about that? Where me and Hoop Jargon spoke about the Shines, Stephen A. and Richard Jefferson. Yeah, you know, they thought that LaMelo by quote unquote supporting Carmelo, that they were going to somehow engender his support, when he let us all know he's a player. And this is a private fraternity. And Stephen A. Smith, you ain't in it. Okay, and them football players that are on some of them teams too, y'all not in it either. See, there was no issue. See, not at all. They tried to make it up because they're looking for ways to disparage the Ball family. And LaMelo is making it very difficult for them to do that, along with Lonzo this year. Michael Oden said, without the earth,
there's nowhere to plant seeds. That is facts. So that's why we will not be disrespecting the earth on our channel. We're not disrespecting women. No, 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 no. Malak said, did you hear, did you ever find out who spray painted LeBron's garage door? No, we didn't find out. Teo Freak says, Michael No Mello will be hurt. Michael No Mello will be hurt. 2 and 2, 1 don't go. Let me share something that's happening right now here in the room. Okay. Freedom to share and say what you want in the room. We have allowed, this is what the platform is about here. But when you come in and you say things that you know that you really shouldn't say. Okay, I'm of the point of view that, like Nipsey said, the young G Nipsey said, when people, those of us in our community say things that they shouldn't say, we shouldn't cancel them. We should just sit them on timeout over in the corner for a while until they come back to themselves, because they're family. I'm with that if the offense is not too heinous, too egregious. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say about that. Max said, "What's up, family?" Adam says, "Alan Foster still in hiding." I don't know. He might be still in hiding. He might be still in hiding. I'm not sure where he is. But family, thank you guys so much. Thank you for another opportunity to come with you. We're gonna end the stream now. We wanted to come on and just give a grade to the Charlotte Hornets and the players, a midseason grade. We did that. I appreciate all of you guys, including your inputs. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And a couple of you asked in the stream about doing one for the Pelicans. I'm going to think about that one. I think I said yes, but I'm going to think about that one because, yeah, I'm not going to say yet, but I'm just going to say we'll think about that. We'll let you know. I'll let you know, and DJ, the president, will let you guys know if we're going to bring something with that. But what we are going to do, though, what I'm really looking forward to is talking in general about some of the LA and some of the NBA and some of the other teams while we're on this break, to look at some of the other players, to discuss the All-Star team, the picks and stuff like that, and just evaluate some of the talents, some of the teams, and where we think they will be going in the second half. Who's going to be making a push? Who's going to be falling back? And who we think is going to win it all? Who we think is going to be the Final Four? Who we think is going to, going to take the trophy home this year? Okay, we got to do that. So thank you guys so very much. J&J, what would you like to say to close out, my sister?
I mean, I just want to say thank you guys for coming in and listening to Coach be on fire, and to your friend that came on, Coach, I don't remember his name, but to the young G that came on. I just want to say thank you guys, and I had fun. And thank you, DJ, for the platform and putting my link up there. I appreciate it.
Thank you, DJ, so much. I mean, J&J, thank you so much. And guys, remember to go to J&J Videos, to her channel. The sister is an amazing, when I tell you, listen to me, family, editor. Don't get it twisted. If you guys have anything that you want to present, or you want to some content, some digital content that you want to be cleaned up or repackaged or just put together in an amazing way, JJ is the person that you want to call on.
Thank you, Coach.
See, so remember that. JJ, again, thank you for being here. This wouldn't work without you, I'm telling you.
When I heard your voice on, I was like, I breathed a sigh of relief.
Oh, thank you, Coach. I
So
appreciate
thank
that.
you so much. To DJ, the president, hashtag new media, DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. Thank you, my brother. As always, he called me today and said, Coach, what about this here? And I said, brother, I'm here for you. Let's do it. We have to grow this nation. That's what we have to do. We have to be an active part of new media.
Hashtag new media, gang.
So keep an eye out. Me and DJ may be coming back later on tonight, family, to do something. I'm not sure as we speak. So Brett and some of the other Case in Point and 704 Bound and some of the folks who come in sometimes on these late shows, look out for it. Hi, Ricky. I see you. Thank you, Ricky Henderson. Have a great evening, guys. Have a great evening. And remember, I love to say Ubuntu to you all. Because of you, I am. Because of me, you are. We are. Have a great evening. Have a great rest of your day tomorrow until we see each other again. Be safe.
Peace and blessings, fam.
Bye-bye.
Let me tell you something. Back in my day, let me show you.